The New York Times reports that Elon Musk aims to increase Twitter's annual revenue to $26 billion by 2028. Brad Greenspan is with us. He's one of the co-founders of Myspace. All right, Brad, you believe that Musk will deeply regret his Twitter purchase. Why?
Well, I think he is taking the much harder road. I was surprised when I heard about it because I figured, with 80 million subscribers, he was in a great position to live the entrepreneur's dream and start his own sort of Twitter clone and take the 80 million subscribers over to his new clone of Twitter. He would be able to hire all the people he liked. He wouldn't have to go through sort of piece by piece surgically reconstructing Twitter. And he would be able to invest a heck of a lot less money, and he would own 100% rather than have to, piecemeal it out to raise the money and effectively give a lot of control up.
Well, you don't think he can take it over, run it properly, make a profit, and restore free speech? You don't think he can do that?
Well, remember, Elon was not a survivor of Web v 1.0. He was tossed out as one of the companies that merged with eBay. So he never even worked in the original internet sector. So he has no real internet operating experience or successes. So I mean, he's really a newbie.
Okay, and he may or may not do it. You were at Myspace when social media first took off. I want to know what you think about the metaverse. This seems to be the new thing that's just taken off. What do you think of it?
Well, I think it's a bit hypey, but there definitely is some promise and some of the opportunities. But I'm not I haven't drinking the Kool-Aid like Mark Zuckerberg. But on the same token, I wasn't desperate to come up with something to change the narrative because my company was sort of.
You think that's it? You think that's it? You think that's why Zuckerberg came up with the metaverse, because the old Facebook and its model was in trouble?
Definitely, the best. The best move sometimes is to camouflage oneself and try to distract. So I think that Zuckerberg was trying to just shuck and jive his way to get the pressure off. But I don't think the meta is going to quite be the revolution. I mean, we've had AR and VR for a long time now, so I'm not quite sure how the meta is going to be different.
Okay.
I am a believer in the decentralized opportunities, and later this year I'm launching livevideo.com, which will be a next generation decentralized social network.
Okay, you got it in. Mr. Greenspan, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you again later. Thanks a lot.